Since I joined ODI, I think there are three things that I really have noticed and that I think are very exciting. The first is sustainable livelihoods, the whole sustainable livelihoods approach, which actually started before I joined ODI while I was working in Indonesia on a project on public service reform. And we used the sustainable livelihoods framework, and we found it a really helpful way of trying to identify all the different factors which were involved in public sector reform. So that was really useful, and that's really taken off and is still being used by a wide range of agencies around the world. The second thing I think is very exciting is the work that ODI did, which contributed to the whole poverty reduction strategy paper process. Again, ODI was one of a number of actors involved in that, but that really has turned the development process upside down at country level and given much more country ownership and much more country control of development programs and a focus on poverty. And I think leading out of that, the work on drivers of change, the explicit recognition of the importance of politics in the development process and the need for development actors to really understand the political situation they're working in if they want to try and make a difference. So I think those three things are the most important things that I have been involved in since I've been here. Of course, the thing I'm really interested in is the RAPID programme, the work that ODI has done on the interface between research and policy and how research-based evidence in the development sector can be very instrumental in the development process, and by having a greater use of research-based evidence in development, you can have better policies and practices. And I think ODI has really led the area in that field. Well, I think an evolution of the PRSP country ownership integrated approach at country level, together with a strong focus on poverty and evolution again of the Millennium Development Goals. I think that as a general framework, obviously you need to have a very strong emphasis on the impact of climate change, and particularly pro-poor climate change growth, again pro-poor growth. But over and above the focus on development sectors and sectoral policy problems, I think greater use of research-based evidence to inform policy evolution and policy implementation. That's what I would like to see.